Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Eric McKinley, and I'm the Director of Program Development of National Business Builders. And happy Tuesday morning, y'all. You're seeing this, man. It means that you got another opportunity to get it right. God has blessed you with another chance to get it right. So be thankful for that. Definitely be thankful for that. This morning, I want to share something with you that was on my mind. And I was up early this morning and meditating. And from there, I just started thinking about a lot of things that was being laid on my heart. And what I'm learning is that everything's not what it seems. Everything's not always what it seems. So do me a favor as you jump on, drop your city and state, like it, share it, and tag this to somebody. Let me know if you find value in the information that I'm sharing, and if it makes sense, comment. So I'm on two devices right now. I'm actually looking at my tablet and I'm on my phone because I left my camera at work. I left my camera at the office, so I'm kind of out of sorts right now. So if I look crazy right now, that's why because I'm actually on my phone. Because when I put it on my camera, I'm excuse me, on my tablet, the camera looks great, but it makes my head. I already have a peanut head, and it makes my head look real small. So that's why you see me moving around and looking like this. So don't judge me, man. That's what I'm doing. So um, once again, though, good morning. Thanks for jumping on. And as you see, it's like I said, drop your city and state, like it, share it, and tag someone. And I'm gonna see if I can go to my tablet and share this as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I'm sure I won't. I don't know. Give me a second. I wanted to catch y'all early. This wasn't a planned. Yeah, I can get it. This wasn't a planned video. It was actually something I was thinking about, like I said, and I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I've been seeing. For those of you who know me, um, I'm I'm a very forward person, very forward personality. For those of you who know me, and I like being honest. I like being honest. I like telling the truth, even if it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Um, but this is gonna go to people who are out there, who are business owners or who are looking to become business owners, who even think they actually have a business. It falls into a lot of categories. So I'm gonna start where it started. Recently, recently, well, I was invited to a social media group, um, Clubhouse, and I didn't have a Apple device at the time, but it was like, wow, I really need to get into this. So um, I was really pushed into joining the group because I actually participated in the group because my phone actually died. My phone died, and when my phone died, my daughter actually had a iPhone, and I didn't want to go and buy another phone if I didn't have to. So my daughter actually had a phone, and I was um, able to use her phone, which was happened to be an iPhone, and I hadn't messed with Apple devices in a while, so it's kind of taking me a while to get kind of used to this, but I think I'm getting it down. I'm getting it down. The good thing is that I'm real computer savvy. I'm real computer savvy, and it's uh it's not really that hard. Just gotta apply yourself. But anyway, um, and just waking up, like really getting up. But anyway, there's a lot of things that I'm learning in these groups. To see, there's a lot of social media groups out there. A lot of social media groups out there that are providing information. There's a lot of so-called gurus out there that are providing information, and what they're doing is they're telling you that you can do and you can be, and this is true. You can do anything you want to do. You can be anybody that you want to be. You can be successful. But I want to share a short story with you. Hey, good morning, Quartina. Thanks for jumping on. I want to share a short story with you. Um, when I was growing up, I wasn't very athletic. I wasn't. Um, I was a late bloomer in high school. Didn't play sports with the other kids growing up. The Breck leagues or the local recreational groups didn't do that, and I bloomed late. So it was later in high. It was actually my freshman year in high school. I started running track, and I was actually pretty good. And I had a great coach. My coach was Melvin Stringer. He's passed now, but he had a great saying. He said a man can do one of three things. Everybody can do one of three things. He said that you can either run, you can jump, or you can throw. That's what he said. He said you can either run, you can jump, you can throw. And that stuck with me. And it stuck with me because I never knew that I had talent, but I just had to develop the talent. I didn't understand that. So I got really good at track. And needless to say, I didn't stick with it, but I got really good at track. And I was a miler. I ran the mile. And those, you probably can't tell by how I look right now, but I ran the mile. I think my fastest mile was like 4:27. And that was back in the late 80s, early 90s. So needless to say, um, he instilled that in me. He coached me to the ability that I had, but he also coached me to my potential, and I actually did that. But the one thing that I learned um, after that was that I could do anything that I put my mind to, and I became good with my hands. I was good with my hands, and I didn't. I'm not gonna say I perfected it, but I got better with my hands, and I'm always building something, always working with something. You guys see me around the house, you already know I like to do a lot of things like that. Well, the reason why I'm doing this video is because, um, like I said, I was introduced to Clubhouse, and I have nothing against Clubhouse, and I have nothing against the people that are in Clubhouse, but it's opened my eyes to a need. It's opened my eyes to a need because there's a lot of different groups. Okay, people are building their social media presence. There's some gurus. There are some real legitimate uh, professionals in there. There's some gurus in there. There's some people who know what they're talking about. But there's also some people who are leading people astray. And that's always going to be the case. It's always going to be the case because there's always going to be people who want to hear what they want to hear instead of wanting to hear what is the truth. Well, here's the truth. Everybody's not meant to be a business owner, but you can develop yourself to own and build an asset. But here's the disconnect with a lot of people because you see a lot of people in these groups. They're saying a lot of things about what you should do. Um, get your LLC, get registered, get your EIN, get your DUNS number, get this, get that, so on and so forth. But I want y'all to understand something. Starting a business is more than just creating an LLC, LLP, S-Corp, or C-Corp. It's more than just creating an entity. Starting a business is much more than that. Having a business is much more than that. And you got to ask yourself, do I have a business or do I have some paperwork that says I have a business name? It's something to think about because there's a lot of people out there who are bragging about that they have a business when they haven't developed themselves. They haven't done the things that they need to do to be successful. And I say that, and I told you that story so you can understand that I was a late bloomer. And there's a lot of people who are late bloomers in life. But because we're late bloomers, sometimes we get wrong information. Sometimes we get tainted or bad information. And it's sad to say, but that's how it is. So we have to verify the information that we get, and we have to question everything. But I want you to look at a couple of things that I want to share with you today, and this is going to be brief. But like I said, starting a business is more than just creating an LLC, creating an entity, registering with the state. So you got to ask yourself, if I'm going to be in business, how much money do I have in case my business isn't successful right away? What's my financial plan? Do I have enough money to sustain my business if my business don't start making money right away? And lots of people suggest certain things. They say it may take you 5 years to turn a profit. The first 5 years, it may take you longer. But I ask people, do you have at least 2 years, at least 24 months worth of cash flow? See, the first thing you want to look at before you even start a business is your ideas. You want to look at, what your product is going to be, what your service is going to be. You want to look at your overhead. You want to look at how much it's going to cost you to operate. And you want to keep that cost to the lowest cost possible for the service or the product that you provide. But most people don't think about that. Do you have long-term a long-term financial plan, cash flow to support your business idea? Do you have a business plan that's going to direct you and guide you to see how your business is going to grow and scale. See, a lot of people say, I went to college and I went to business school. Once again, not knocking anybody. But then when we go to start a business, we have no idea because they didn't teach you in school how to operate, how to run a business, how to start a business, how to own a business. They taught you how to work for one. So a lot of people are talking about, I got a business plan, I got to write my business plan. Well, what's inside your business plan? What is it that's inside your business plan that's going to keep your business going? Do you have a detailed financial plan inside your business plan? Something to think about. Do you have a qualified tax professional who understands the tax laws and who understands your specific business needs? That's going to be key because if you don't have that, then you're going to be failing anyway because taxes are a huge part of our life. And all business owners, all serious business owners are looking for ways to legally lower the taxes so they can keep more of their money because that's the way that we're going to build wealth. What about your record keeping system? That goes hand in hand with your financial plan. It goes hand in hand with your tax education and understanding the tax laws. So you got to have a record keeping system. How are you going to prove to the IRS that you have a business? Are you going to give them a pile of papers, a pile of receipts? You still got to file those tax documents. You still got to show that you got a product. What is your product? What's your service? You got to show that you're attempting to make a profit. You have to show that. You got to show these things. How are you going to market your product or service? A lot of people don't like being on social media. I find that being on social media is a good way, a free way to advertise your product and your service. But how are you going to do it? What plan do you have? You got to ask yourself these questions. See, a lot of these questions don't get asked. People just jump out there and start a business because somebody said that they were good. See, when we're playing sports as kids, everybody ain't good. Everybody's not the best runner. Everybody can't catch. Everybody can't throw. Everybody can't shoot. Everybody can't hit. Some kids are just not talented, and they grow up to be untalented adults. That's the truth of it. But you can train yourself. You can be trained to be better than what you are. You can be trained to build an asset. You can be trained to perfect or to get better in a skill set or a gift, because everybody has a gift and talent. It may not be what everybody else is doing. So you got to ask yourself, what's your product or your service? How are you going to market that? And do you have a qualified coach or a mentor that is going to help you to get to the place that you want to be? Do you have somebody that's going to push you, going to guide you in the right direction, going to tell you when you're messing up? Do you have a mentor, somebody who has done what you want to do and has a proven track record of doing what you want to do and has been successful at it? Hey, good morning, Lorraine. Thanks for jumping on. We're just talking about the things that people don't think about when they get ready to start a business. A lot of people are not in business. A lot of people just have a thing that they're doing. Or a lot of people didn't even get totally started. Just because you're making money from doing something, that doesn't make it a business, not a legitimate legal business. So those are the things that you want to think about. Everybody is not gifted to be that thing, but that doesn't mean you can't get better at it. When I looked at Clubhouse and I saw the groups, when I saw the people talking in the groups, and I saw the alerts popping up on my phone, and I started hearing some of the groups I was participating in, I was listening to some of the information, I was like, man, there's a need for honesty. There's a need for honesty. Now, whether people want to hear it or not, that's something totally different, but there's a need for what I have in that platform. And I can't wait to position myself to be able to share that information that I have, because a lot of people are being led astray. See, everybody wants to make the big bucks. Everybody wants to create the high dollar item. But nobody's telling you that it took them 5, 6, 7, 10 years to get to that point to be able to create the high dollar item. All we see is the fluff. We see the results. But a lot of coaches and a lot of coaching platforms don't want to break it down and take the time to explain to people, hey, listen, it could take 7 years. Well, you tell somebody that it could take 7 years to start making money or to be successful in your business, that's a letdown. That's a huge letdown. It may be the truth, but it's a letdown. But that same personality will take 7 years to pay a vehicle off. They'll take 30 years to pay off a mortgage. They'll take 15 years to pay off a credit card or 20 years to pay off a student loan. You got to know what you're working with. You got to know what you're dealing with. And that's really all I wanted to say. Just to recap real quick. Um, like I said, starting a business is more than just registering with the Secretary of State. It's more than that. It's more than just getting the EIN number. It's more than just making sure you got your business license and your business bank account. It's more than that. Do you have a financial cash flow plan to sustain and maintain your business? Do you have a business plan? Is it detailed? How is it going to guide you to scale your business? Do you have access to a tax professional who understands the tax laws and specifically the things that are concerning your specific business needs? Do you have a record keeping system? You're going to need to be able to prove to the IRS that you have a business. What's your product and service? How are you going to market that product and service? And most importantly, do you have somebody on your side? Do you have a coach that's driving you? Do you have a business mentor that's done what you wanted to accomplish? Those are some questions you need to really ask yourself. The next time somebody talks about, or you hear somebody saying, "Hey, you need to go start an LLC. You need to go do X, Y, and Z." For what? What follows? What's after that? We got to be careful who we listen to. We got to be careful who we follow, because some people are walking straight to a slaughter, and because they have a name, because they look like they're doing well, because they have a high paid uh, ticket item or whatever, because they have a huge social media presence, we're going to follow them straight to slaughter. Question everything. If it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't line up with what you're doing, don't do it. But question everything. Hey, listen, my name is Eric McKinley. I'm the Director of Program Development of National Business Builders. I just want to tell y'all happy Tuesday and share my thoughts with you this morning. Hopefully you got some value out of the things that I shared. Thank you once again, Cortina and Lorraine, for jumping on. I appreciate it. Like it, share it, tag someone. And if you got some value out of it, leave me a comment. I appreciate you guys, as always, for supporting us. And stay tuned for more information on this channel, on this station, on this page, because we're going to be talking about personal taxes tomorrow. Excuse me, personal credit tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about business credit on Friday. So stay tuned. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.